This is the Grace Lamb opening space for the February 7th, 2026 Snake to Horse Year transmission. Today we are reflecting on the transition from the Yin-Wood Snake Year to the Yang Fire Horse Year. According to Katie Tao, all that has been outgrown, shed, and released in Yin-Wood Snake Year has made way for our hearts to emerge clearer and more available in Yang Fire Horse Year. In the year of the snake, we traveled into the earth's crevices, coiling into the unseen to court intimacy with all that lies in the realms beyond, before, after, above, below, alongside, and deep within the earth. We were invited to deepen in relationship with the dream world and the mystery of our existence. We were called to retreat inwards to let our spiritual selves and relations take the wheel. Snake also called us to be in intimate connection with the creative life force that births and moves each of us, that births and moves all existence, and that breathes our collective liberation into being. What has the previous year revealed or clarified for you about what is truly important in your life and in this world? How do you interact with your creative life force? How was the snake a great teacher for you? 2026 is the year of the fire horse. And because horse's earthly branch is fire, it gives this year a double dose of fire. Katie says that the horse's association with the heart calls us to the task of embodying our heart as a muscle. In our labor, daily routines, and interactions, we stoke the eternal flame that supplements all life. Horse carries that flame in its body through working, galloping, and not getting mired in the details. While last year may have invited us to scale back and coil inward, this year invites us to be in direct connection with our bodies and hearts. This year's heavenly branch Bing, which is Yang fire, and the earthly stem Wu, the horse, converge as this double fire, bringing warmth and radiance of great magnitude. Fire and power of our hearts is not something to be downplayed or feared. Such force requires our tending and tempering. Even if certain parts of our world burn or inflame, Yang Fire Horse Year resources us to carry our internal flame in the truest expression of life as we know it. Yang Fire Horse reminds us that each of us is a gift of earth and spirit. And with this gift, we carry incredible power and responsibility. May we honor the light, the radiance and brilliance that we are all called to embody? How can our light and our inner light illuminate what has grown stale, activate what was hesitant, move us collectively into authenticity and courageous change? Horse energy, when channeled with clarity, can be one of the most creative, innovative, liberating years of the 12 animals. Horses do not thrive when constrained. They run, representing freedom, movement, and passion. With the intensity of fire, the fire horse year moves faster with more ambition, courage, and decisiveness. Horse year is a year when people feel more alive, more willing to break away from patterns that once felt immovable. In this year, you may notice that your inner voice becomes louder than your external expectations as you seek more authenticity and alignment with your passion. It is a year where creativity may influence you to be bolder, to express and try new things. It may be a year where energy moves swiftly and opportunities come with little warning, and pivots may suddenly appear. It is important to note that the double fire energy can also drain your body's reserves if not careful. It can foster impulsiveness and burnout if centeredness and boundaries are not honored. When fire energy builds up without a way to release, you might notice yourself feeling restless, irritable, struggling to sleep properly, or even hitting a wall of exhaustion. In Chinese medicine, the heart and the nervous system will be working harder than usual in this year. And with the heart energy, the main focus is relationships are critical. So look for bonds that are intuitive and aligned. Take a moment now to let this reading settle into your energy system. Today's transmission is being held in the container of the Big Dipper. In Taoism, the Big Dipper is associated with creation and cosmic equilibrium. The mother of the Big Dipper is Doumo Yuanjun, who is also known as Heavenly Healer. The Big Dipper holds great medicine in healing. It is the creative life force from which yin and yang and qi arise, balancing the five elements and symbolizing the universe's cyclical order. Today we are connecting with the power of the Big Dipper, the mother of the Big Dipper, and her council of light. Let us now invoke these energies to hold us in a protective and safe container. The Big Dipper energy holds you as an individual star and also part of the great constellation of life. You may ask the Big Dipper to create a field around you and through you to hold all your highest intentions for this transmission. That the medicine you receive today is exactly what you need in the most clear and loving form. You may also ask that the transmission's potency is aligned with you at this time. We will be here letting this work integrate for the next 3 minutes. We now begin our journey at the center of our hearts. Remember to be open to what your senses show you, knowing that the information you are receiving is for you and may be revealed at a later time, even if it doesn't make sense now. Let us begin by taking 3 breaths of white light into the center of our chest. On the in-breath, breathe in the energy of courage and of strength. And on the exhale, breathe out the energy of love and compassion. After you complete your breaths, you will be transported into your heart center. When you're at the heart center, take 10 steps forward. When you move forward, you will see a front door that leads to a room representing this past year, the year of the snake. Stay here at the front door and ask that you learn with clarity from the year of the snake. When you are ready, you may walk into the room where we begin with the first deepening cycle of observing the energy of this past year. You may take time to recognize the snake energy and what it offered you this year. Walk around the room and notice both the positive and the challenges of the snake year. In this second deepening cycle, you may ask, what shifts have happened and what practices have you developed from the year of the snake? What did you release, shed, and outgrow? How did you grow more intimate with yourself, the earth, and your creative life force? And in the third deepening cycle, notice what new skin has been coming in. How does this new skin feel on your body? And in the fourth and final deepening cycle, be curious about where in your body you still feel resistance to change and growth. In this room, there is an object that represents something that you learned this year. Ask this object if it wants to move with you into the new year, the year of the horse. When you find the object that is ready to move with you, offer gratitude and exit the room, closing the door. You will walk 10 paces now in front, where you will see a door that takes you to the room that holds the energy of the upcoming horse year. Stay here at the front door and ask that you learn with curiosity about this year of the horse. When you are ready, you may walk into the room of the year of the horse, where we begin the journey with the first deepening cycle of observing the energy of this year. Recognize the energy of the room with your senses. What can the fire horse year offer you, both the positive and the challenges? Learn about how you connect and interact with the energy of this fire horse. In the second deepening cycle, ask to be shown your inner fire. What does your inner fire look like, sound like, feel like, and smell like? Hold your inner fire in your hand and learn about how you wield your fire. You may practice controlling your fire's intensity and temperature, how it connects with the outer world. In the third deepening cycle, learn about how you will need to balance this fire energy in the most optimal way for your higher self this year. As you wield your fire, is there an element that helps you balance this fire horse energy? Perhaps water, earth, metal, or wood? How do you remain centered and grounded in this year of rapid movement? You may observe if there's a container or space that most optimally holds your inner fire. What does this container look like? In the last deepening cycle, we explore how to use power responsibly and with integrity. You may ask, what does your inner fire seek to ignite in this coming year? What does it seek to shed light on? What does it seek to transform, to give warmth to? And what does it seek to burn away? Learn from the space. It is now time to allow your object from the snake room to meet your inner fire. Take the object that was in the snake room and place it near your inner fire. Watch the alchemy and the connection between your inner fire and that object. Maybe there's something there that needs to be released. Or perhaps something needs to be activated. Notice if something needs to be heated up or perhaps to change shape. Before we leave this room, let's take time to sit with all that has been learned and to set an intention that's aligned with your higher self for this year, based on all the learnings today. When your intention comes to you, you may breathe that intention into your fire. Given what you learned about the year of the horse today, take a moment to learn about this year for the planet. Using the fire horse energy, learn about what our planet seeks to ignite this year, what our planet seeks to shed light on, what it seeks to transform and give warmth to, and what it seeks to burn away. When you're ready, you may offer an intention for the planet and breathe it into the space. We will now exit this horsehair room, offering gratitude to the space and what you learned. Know that you may enter this space at any time during this new year to make upgrades, updates to you and your inner fire. Close the door to this room and return back to the center of your heart from which you first entered. We will now enter a period of integration, allowing yourself to see what was in the snake room, to see what was in the horse room, and to bring transition and integration between these years. Allow this work to upgrade, update, and integrate in your body, mind, and spirit, your auric field, as well as the morphogenic field, which is 3 to 6 feet around you. Notice what has shifted this past year and where you are entering. Take a moment to thank yourself for all the insights you've gained today. Breathing in the energy of courage and strength, and exhaling the energy of love and compassion. With 3 gentle breaths of gold light, Make your way through the heart portal and back into the room. And lastly, take a moment to thank the Big Dipper and Domo Yuanjun, the mother of the Big Dipper, for holding space and leading today's transmission. We ask them to close the transmission space now. And when you're ready, you may send gold light to your fingers and your toes, to your face, your eyes, your nose, and your ears. Feel free to wiggle your toes and fingers, gently open your eyes, and come back into your body. And that ends the snake to horse year transmission.